Congratulations, you scheduled your first open house. Now what? Well, that's perfect. In this video, we're going to go over the 10-step process of what you need to be doing for an open house. What's going on, everybody? Kyle Powers here with the Motivated Agent at eXp Realty. First off, thank you so much for checking out our channel. I really do appreciate it. If you are here to learn about becoming better in the real estate industry, whether it be better at listings or buyers or just raising the professionalism of the real estate industry, you are at the right place. So please go ahead and hit subscribe. Go ahead and hit that little bell so you get notified of any future content, and give us that like because it helps us out with the channel. Thank you again, guys, for checking out the channel. Today we are covering the 10-step process of what you need to be doing when you are doing an open house. First off, full disclosure, I love open houses. I enjoy them. I have always done them. This is how I have grown my business, from going from 7 sales my first year in the business to 43 sales in a town of 55,000 people in less than a year. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. The first thing you need to do when you are looking at open houses, number one on my list, is finding a house to do an actual open house on. I know it seems silly, but here's the thing, you guys, is that whether you have the listing or whether it's somebody in your office or whether you're sharing a listing or doing something for an agent in your market, that's fine. Open houses are here for two things. One, to get the house out there in front of people and get the market going. And two, to bring buyers in for you. This is your storefront. This is how we're getting there. So when you find an open house, whether it's your listing or whether it's someone else's, pick, and if you have a choice, pick a market, pick a price range that you want to be in. If you don't want to be selling a $50,000 house, don't do an open house at a $50,000 house. Do an open house at a $300,000, $400,000 house. You're going to attract those kinds of clients. So number one on my list is picking a house to do an open house at, because it's incredibly important to see where your market wants to be or where you want to be in your market. And that's where you're going to help begin that process of it all. Now, here's what I will tell you is those buyers that you're collecting that day, they are also going to be sellers in 5 to 7 years. That's our national average. So make sure you choose wisely. Number two on our list is placing an ad in the paper. I know you're gonna get me. You're gonna chastise me to the moon and back, but I will tell you, in my market, at least this is my experience, and in my market, here's what I want. I want everybody to know about my open houses. I don't care who it is, where it is, what it is, I want everybody. And if you check your local newspaper, if you check your local ads, typically a newspaper will have a list of open houses of where they are, what price ranges, what times, all of that kind of stuff. So having literally just paying for that. Don't pay for a picture, don't pay for, if I didn't have to pay for a picture for my ad, I wouldn't do it. I would only pay just to put my name or put my open house on that open house directory. Because here's what happens is those people that aren't on Facebook or those people that aren't on Instagram, that aren't out there looking at that stuff, when they're looking at a house, they go to the newspaper. A lot of them do. Some of it's online now, but you don't get online without having that ad in the newspaper either. So place an ad in the newspaper. I know that's the only time I'm ever going to tell you to place an ad in any kind of print or anything that way for an open house, because I think it just kind of it's smart to be where all the eyes are going to be with an open house. You want to blast it everywhere, on social media, on newspaper, on literally everything. So that's number two on my list, is place an ad in the newspaper. Going to number three, place your ads in social media. I don't care if you're running your ads or if you've got somebody running an ad, go and do those ads. Place an ad for 123 Main Street, open house Sunday from 1 to 4. Come check out this beautiful blah, 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 blah. Spin it however you want, you guys, but put it out there. Put it on Facebook, put it on Instagram, put it on TikTok if you want. I'm not personally on TikTok, but I know I've seen a lot of agents that are having a lot of success with that. But put it out there, get it going, get it away, and get it out in front of literally everybody. If it's thousands of people, great. If it's hundreds of people, great. Again, the same thing I tell my sellers every single time is we can only sell the house once. You can get multiple offers, but you're only selling it to one person. So all it takes is that one person to come in. And yes, I will tell you, I have sold houses strictly because of an open house. So do it. Don't waste your time. Don't do an open house if you're gonna half-ass it. That's not, what's the point? What's the point? You're taking time away from your friends, your family, and time away from all of that stuff. Don't half-ass it. Just do it. Get it out there, get it in front of people, get it going. Fourth one on our list, go to the house. Do a teaser, do a video. Video as you are watching this video today. Video is so incredibly powerful. Put a reel on Facebook, or I'm sorry, a reel on Instagram, a reel on Facebook. Just take your phone, literally turn it around and say, hey guys, this is Kyle Powers, Haven Real Estate Group at eXp Realty. Just want to let everybody know we're doing an open house from 1 to 4 p.m. this coming Sunday, May 22nd. I'd love to have you guys come out. We will be here from 1 to 4. This is a beautiful 4-bed, 3-bath, list prices, 300, whatever it is. Give them the stats, give them that stuff. I always do just a quick teaser. I always do just a quick teaser, kind of give a good idea of what to kind of expect. Flip the phone around or flip the video around and do a quick walkthrough of it. Most sellers don't care. They want they want to have people come to their open house. Surprise, surprise, right? But you're here to help them, you guys. Again, do not be that lazy ass agent that goes out, puts it out there, and a day before or the day of, even worse, the day of, shoots a quick video. Hey guys, I'm here. I'll be here from 1 to 4. No one gives a shit. Give a full week of actually marketing for that open house and making sure that we are getting you moving and getting that property moving. Again, for 2 reasons. Number 1, you don't want to be sitting there waiting with nobody showing up because you didn't do your job marketing. And for 2, you're getting the property out there. You're doing your job. You're doing what the sellers are paying you for, which is marketing it. So you're gonna sit there and say, oh, well, Kyle, it's not my listing. I'm not my job to market. Bullshit. Yeah, you may not get paid on the listing side of it, but I just told you I've sold houses at an open house. So find the buyer, bring the buyer to the listing agent and say, hey, let's do this. You know, you're still gonna get paid off of that. So work at it. Don't be the lazy agent. That's not who we are. We are the motivated agent. I wanna see you guys succeed. I wanna see you happen to get in front of people and get those things moving to make sure we rocket your career into the next level. 5th step on my stuff, setting up your open house signs. You've done your marketing, you've done all your stuff, you're getting out there, you're doing what you need to on social media wise and everything that way. Set up your open house signs. And when I mean set up your open house signs, I mean set up your open house signs. Go out hours before. Let's just say your open house is from 1 to 4. Yes, I said 1 to 4. I'll explain that in a minute. Let's just say your open house starts at 1 o'clock. Go out at 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. Set up open house signs so you are there all day long. Number 1, get your branded open house signs. If you haven't done that, you need to do that. But get the open house signs that say open house and a big arrow pointing this way. And if you have a big turn or if it's go to the nearest busy intersection and put out, I'm not kidding, 15 signs on one intersection saying, turn this way, turn this way, turn this way. Do it 10 different times. Do it right, boom, 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 boom. It's called a mega open house because you want to get people in the door. I had one time, when I first started in the industry, I was hammering this house with open houses, not getting activity, not getting anything. And I had one potential buyer come in and they said, Kyle, we knew the open house was here, but we couldn't find it. You didn't have any open house signs. You had like 3 out. I'm like, say no more, I got it. Literally that day, I went out and I ordered 50 open house signs. I said 50. My town's not big enough to have that many turns. So 50 open house signs because I went nuts on it. Never again did a buyer not find my open house because they didn't see my signs. Because here's the thing, if they're gonna stop at your open house, maybe they don't want your house, maybe they don't like your house, maybe they're not looking for that particular one, but they're looking for a house. That much we know because they wouldn't have stopped. Or maybe they just wanna come in and say, oh my gosh, I saw something was happening. What in the world is going on? Well, I'm glad you stopped in. Please go ahead and sign in. Let's get you taken care of. Boom, you're done. You just got a new buyer lead. The 6th step on our open house journey is setting up your entry table, setting up your open house sign-in sheet, and getting that stuff going. So if you check out some of our other videos, or if I haven't done it yet, I will record another video to kind of give you a breakdown of what the open house table is, that sign-in table. I buy a secondary table. I don't care. I don't want to use the dining room table. You don't want to use the dining room table. Do it. Put it right at the beginning of the door, right when they move in, or right when they open the door, you're there. Your table's there. You've got information about the house. You've got sign-in information. You've got information about yourself. You have everything that they might need. Boom, right there. You step in the door, it's there. It hits them right in the face. Do that. Or if you don't have that table or don't want that table, then find a place at the door, because the moment they walk in that house, you're done. You lost. You're not going to get them to sign in. One thing I used to do too, and if you have one that's going to do a lot, I do this often for two reasons, but I also have clipboards. I have clipboards. I handed people clipboards. I had them rate the open house, rate the price, rate the bedroom count, just rate everything. If you have questions about it, shoot me an email, give me a text. I'm more than happy to send you what I use. But that clipboard, that forces them to come back and talk to you. That's another good thing that I always liked about it. So if you don't get them to sign in when they initially come in, that's one way to look at that too, to kind of give that opportunity for you. So having that out there, doing that open house sign-in table, right when you walk in the door, that's going to give you the opportunity to, one, talk to them, build a relationship with them, and start talking with them in that piece of it. Number 7 on my list is do a longer open house. That's right, I said do a longer one. If you are doing this correctly and you're doing all of this stuff and you're building out all these ads and doing all this stuff, don't do an hour and a half open house. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. Spend 3 hours. It's 3 hours of your day. Get off the couch. You're not watching TV. Get off. Don't worry about football if you're trying to grow your business. That was a big one for me, I promise you. But get out there, go spend your time, do that opportunity to build your business on a Sunday. If it's Sunday, I always go from 1 to 4. That always seemed, for my neighborhood, for my area, 1 to 4 was perfect. That hit right after church, and that was people killing some time until they got Sunday dinner or something like that. If you went Saturdays, my Saturdays always looked at from 12 to 3. Those are always a really good time for me. When I first started in the business, you guys, I literally did 52 open houses my first year. That's right, 1 a week. I did 1 a week, and I grew, and I grew my business knowing nobody, having no leads, having nothing when I started in the business. I grew from doing 52 open houses. That was a big piece of my production and helping with that, growing my business and able to do what I needed to do. So 52 open houses, but I did them. I worked at them. I worked hard at them. Don't get me wrong. I'll be the first one to tell you I didn't do all of this right off the bat. I wish I would have, because if I would have, I would have gotten even bigger. I would have gotten even bigger and had even more home sales that first year. So, but I got lazy. I was either too lazy playing with the kids, didn't want to do anything. I guess at that point it was one kid, or hungover from the night before, whatever it was, whatever excuse I came up with in my head, those were not there. But I will tell you, once I did all of this stuff in the very beginning of it all, I crushed it. I dominated the open houses, and nobody in my market would do any better. I literally had agents where I would find them when I'm picking up signs. They would literally had an open house along mine, and they would turn a sign and take all my stuff. Oh, I was livid. But you know what? Here's the thing. That's when I started doing my personally branded open house signs, so everybody saw my logo. Everybody knew who it was. Everybody knew where they were going, because that's what open house signs are doing. That's pointing you in and showing who you are. And I can't tell you how many listings I got from open houses, because people see how hard you're working. So work at it. Work at those listings. That's only going to make you that much better in your market. Number 8, okay, you've conducted the open house, you've done your time, you've spent with all that, and you've had, let's just say 10, 20, 15 people, whatever it is, whatever the amount is, you've got their information, you've got an email, you've got a phone number. This is big, take your phone, shoot a text video. Hey Susie, this is Kyle Powers here at 123 Main Street. I really appreciate you checking out the open house today. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can always shoot me a text. You can always shoot me an email. Whatever you need, please don't hesitate if you have anything that you need. Or if you want to go check out some other houses, I'm more than happy to meet with you this week and see what we can do to get you taken care of. At the open house. Do it at the open house. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Do it at the open house. Or closed house at that point in time. After you shut everything down, shoot that video. I used to do it all the time as I'm going around shutting lights off and do that kind of stuff. shoot that video because it's gonna stick out. Because if you think that they're only coming to your open house, you're stupid. I'm sorry to be harsh, but you don't know what's going on because they're there looking at open houses. They're there. People do this on a daily basis, or on a weekly basis, where they go, that's their Sunday activity, go through other people's houses. That's fine, but go do that. You're going to stand out to them because you're going to give them an opportunity to see your face, hear your voice, and build that rapport with you, build that trust with you. Do those things. So shoot that video at the open house before you leave to go home that day. So that's number 8. Number 9, this one's more of a courtesy for both the seller and listing agent if you're not the listing agent. Break everything down, clean up, make sure the house is in the exact same condition that you had, and give your sellers feedback. Give your listing agent the feedback. Hey, I had 20 people through my open house today. Here's a lot of I left the open house rating sheets on the kitchen counter. If you have any questions or if you need anything, please don't hesitate, and just give a couple of comments of what people were saying. Like the price, didn't like the price, like the square, whatever it is. Give those feedback. These people literally just let you spend 3 hours in their home. Give them that courtesy of it. That's just being a good human at that point in time. Number 10. Number 10 is follow up. Number 11 is follow up. Number 12, follow up. Number 13, follow up. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. Yes, you just shot that video. Great, good on you. You're done for that day. Monday, call them, text them. Tuesday, call them, text them, get a hold of them. Do not let 7 days go by without getting a hold of them. Otherwise, you literally just wasted your time. You just wasted it. If you had a good conversation with somebody, hey, Susie, thank you so much for coming to my open house on Sunday. I really do appreciate it. I know last time we talked, you had said you wanted a 3-bed, 2-bath. Well, hey, this one here at 254 Main Street came up. I wanted you to come take a look at it. Do you have some time to take a look at it this week? Give them value. Follow up with them. Let them know that you're there to work with them. If there's anything that you do, I don't care, you should do all the other steps 1 through 9, do those, but if there's anything that you do 10. Follow up. If you get people in there, they are there, they're interested, they're hot leads, they're not cold leads, they're not warm leads, they are hot. I don't care if it's hot and it's 3 months or if it's hot and it's a year, they are there, they're at the piece of their journey of buying a house that they're here to do it. So follow up. Too many times real estate agents forget to follow up or just don't follow up because they're scared or for whatever reason. So follow up. If I can tell you again, if I can tell you anything, follow up. You have their phone number, you have their email. You want leads, that's your leads. Do it. Don't be afraid of that. You already met them once. It's not a cold lead, you already met them. They're gonna know who you are, especially if you follow up by Monday or Tuesday of that following week. It's a hot lead, guys. Again, I don't care if it's a year down the road, that's a lead. Build that relationship. People do business with who they know, like, and trust. So do it. Become that person that they know, like, and trust. Again, I'll be the first one to tell you, I've messed up a lot of those. And then what happens is I lose them, or I see their house come on the market and they buy another one, or I see, it happens all the time. It makes me mad, but I can't be mad at them because they didn't do anything. That was on me. So follow-up is number 10, 11, 12, 13, however many. Follow-up is a big one, guys. So if you have any questions about open houses and anything there, please reach out to me. My number is 785-477-5485. My email is kyle@homesforsalemhk.com. Again, I appreciate you guys checking out the channel. If you would, please go ahead and hit subscribe. Go and hit that little bell so you get notified of any future content, and give us that like because it helps us grow the channel. As always, if you guys have any questions about EXP, I'm more than happy to talk to you about that one. But I'm here to help you grow. I'm here to help you become a better agent and overall raise the professionalism of the real estate industry. So thank you again for checking out the channel. We'll talk to you soon.